made it out, finally. 7 days cooped up at home is too long to be cooped up at home. Yeah, I am out in the bush going for a walk. Because while I'm done with isolation, I'm definitely not done with COVID just yet. Yeah, I still feel pretty rubbish. So yeah, I think I'm squarely in the danger zone when it comes to training right now. You see, while the last video I made was about motivation and how I was finding it difficult to find motivation, right now I feel the time pressure of needing to start training for UTA. It's like 10 or 12 weeks away now, and that's not long. You see, while of course it's necessary to be motivated to do the training and put the training in that is required to do an ultra marathon, I think the danger definitely exists to do too much. So while it feels good to be back, it's not everything that I want, but yeah, my attention right now is how to start running again post-COVID. I'm going for a run. I'm not sure if I'm ready for it, but I'm ready for it, if you know what I mean. Wish me luck. It was satisfying and depressing at the same time. Good to be back in the bush, but yeah, I feel like I'm back at rock bottom. Anyway, some sort of a recalibration towards training for UTA is in order now. I'll show you what I mean. So, we've got fitness on the y-axis and time on the x. 6 weeks ago, when I had 4 months to train for UTA, I'd planned a fairly conservative approach to my progression. My goal was to be as fit as I know I can be, which left me with a progression that looked something like this. Just forget for a second the non-linear nature of progression. A tolerable training load. So, fast forward 6 weeks, and I feel like my fitness is in exactly the same place, if not a little worse. So if I were to hold on to my same UTA goals up here, it would require my fitness progression to look something like this. Now I achieve that by cramming a whole bunch more training into this area. Now that all seems great until you realize that the steeper this gradient of fitness progression becomes, the increased likelihood of picking up an injury and overtraining starts to be. The training load becomes intolerable. So here's the new plan. Maintain a training load that I know is manageable. The implications of that is that come UTA, I won't be at my best. But the consolation in this new plan is I have another race at the end of the year. The Cosy Miler. I guess by default now, the Cosy Miler has become my focus for the rest of the year. UTA can become more of like a big training run, or a B race, or a stepping stone towards being at my desired level of fitness come Cosy Miler. I guess the serendipitous thing about the timing of all of this is right now I have 4 months to train for the Cosy Miler, and that feels like just about the right amount of time for me. Look, I'd be lying if I said that I'm not still holding out a little bit of hope that my fitness comes back real quick and I can actually be at my best come UTA. But as always, when managing your own training, It requires a careful, realistic assessment of how you're feeling. If things feel like it's getting too much, probably means you need to dial it back a little. Again, I'm no coach. This is just my musings on my own training, but if it's helpful, great. Yeah, so that's the plan from here on out. Take it easy, manage the training load, and yeah, push through UTA with some bigger and better things on the horizon. That's it.